Whee! Alright, audio at 30. Hopefully that's semi-decent. Camera looks to be pointing mostly forward. I have no idea if you can see the dash, though. Alright, let's see. Battery's looking good. Might just adjust one thing ever so slightly. Alright, this probably made it worse. It was probably perfectly fine the way it was before. You know, this might be all fancy and electric and shit, but man, are the brakes definitely from 1979. Ducati! I'm pretty sure that was my neighbor with the Duke. I should race them. I mean, I'd lose, but it'd be fun. The mirror's all fucked up, can't see shit. My plates are expired. This doesn't even have a title. They actually aren't even plates for this bike. So, man, do I hope I don't get pulled over. That is going to suck something fierce if I do. I could talk my way out of it. I could probably BS through it. I'd hope. Alright. Well, everything seems intact. Nothing's fallen off yet. Good start to 2024 riding season. Cinco de Mayo. Gotta get me some chips and salsa. Gotta get dairy-free shit for the kids so I can make them queso. Gotta make tacos. Gotta use hand signals because this bike doesn't have turn signals. This bike's just all sorts of fucked up. Like, I know I offered the Doodle to drive it if she wanted. I think she was looking to check out the Busa. You know, I need a liability waiver. If you're within 10 feet of this, I feel like I need a liability waiver. Hand signals again. Howie, how are you? I'm just gonna take all the back roads so I don't have to really get on the highway too much. Not that this thing can't do it, but it weighs like 250 pounds. It's going to suck. Oh, eat your heart out, Livewire. This little homemade bitch has cruise control. If I can get it to work. There we go. Is that it? Nope, what the hell? There. It's finicky. But come on, man. It's a homemade motorcycle that's got cruise control. That's some cool shit. And it does not have good suspension. Oh, that is rough. Sorry about that if I made the mic squeak. Oh, sorry, car behind me. Actually, what am I doing? I'm doing like 5 over. They can suck it. Eat a bag of dicks, Lincoln. God, this thing is so fucking small. It doesn't feel right. At all. Nothing that weighs this little and this tiny should have this much torque. Oh, am I gonna make a green light? Because I sure as shit cannot set this off. Oh, don't be a cop. Don't be a cop. Don't be... Okay, you're not a cop. Yellow means go faster. Look at that. Uphill, 50% throttle. Like a champ. Oh, this frame was not meant to go this fast. There's a reason the speedometer tops out at 80. Hand signals because I'm a dirtbag. You know, I probably should have checked to make sure the brake lights are even working. Whee! Oh, check out that shit. They got cool stuff. Yeah, that's the Volo Auto Museum. That's where you're going when people realize that you're not a piece of shit. You're a trailblazer. The first of your kind, baby girl. And don't you forget. I mean, you're still a piece of shit. But you're my piece of shit. So be cool. Alright, now do I want to cut across 12 and die? Or do I want to go on 12 and die? I think I'm gonna go on 12 and die. If anyone knows this area and knows kind of the Volo area, you know exactly what I'm talking about. My choices are death or death. I don't even like doing that shit with a car. Oh, I'm cheating. I am not going on that highway. Not if I don't have to. Nope. Like, I know what this thing is. This is a 250cc moped replacement. Fuck it. This isn't a 400. This ain't a 600. This ain't meant to compete with a live wire. This is just a, maybe not cheaper, but a slightly sketchier Sur-Ron. It's not meant to do much else. It's got a range of probably about 60 miles. 0 to 60 in 6-ish seconds. It'll do 80, but I don't want to do that again because it was terrifying. And I have children. I need to live for something. There we have the poor man's Portillo's, Fratello's, which, hot take here, actually better. They can suck my nuts if they think Portillo's is overpriced. They got the chocolate cake shake and the strawberry cake shake. And that's about it. Everything else is overpriced. It's good. But man, the Italian beef doesn't need to be like $9 fucking dollars or whatever it is. Dirtbag hand signaling. You know what? I'm in an area where someone might confuse that for a different kind of salute, and it wouldn't surprise me. Whee! Man, I don't know how well it's coming over on my mic, because I've never used this setup. This is the quietest fucking thing ever. My kid's RC little ride-on 12-volt piece of shit that looks like a BMW is twice as loud. And it's not even... Oh, I'm not getting a turn arrow. Son of a bitch. Power waddle, power waddle. Oh, it's a Tesla. My rival, my mortal enemy. Yeah. Evie? Yeah, she doesn't care. She's that bitch. Alright, that's probably where I'm going to leave you. I have no idea if this worked. I'll try again on the way home. Just because this is more test footage. Trying out my new mic setup. Collateral in case I die. Someone's got a video of it. Evidence. You know, the usual. You know, I don't know why this is really bad. Because I can sneak through this parking lot and no one can hear me. At all. I'm silent and this does not have a horn. Because I'm just a dirt bag. Oh, is that a parking spot? That's a parking spot right there, motherfucker. Yeah. Alright. See ya. Whee! Alright, now I figure out how to not die getting out of here. Putter, 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 putter. Wow. I had to take the shortcut, didn't I? Yeah, I should really get one of these to run on Tesla. I can't, but... Oh, hey, he waved. Holy shit. You know what, just for fun, let's give it a good pull. I don't think anyone's behind me. Nope. Alright, let's take it out of eco mode. My fat 220-pound ass on here. Ready? Steady. Ah, shit, ducks. Honk! Okay, so it's got some beans for a home-built 250 substitute. That's all I'm saying. It ain't exactly fast, but I think it would give, well, another 250 or maybe a kind of shitty 300 a little bit of trouble. I'm not trying to break any land speed records with this. Hell, I've overclocked the motor, and that burned about a whole volt of battery. So, I ain't doing that all the time. But, for days like today where I need a little poke to get up and go, I don't have to worry. Whee! But man, I don't know if you could see it on there, but it just pulls. It's not like it's pulling hard, but from zero. The son of a bitch just pulls. Butter, butter, butter. That might be the ugliest color I've seen on a Camry, and I'm riding a pink EV. That should really say something. Alright, let's not die on Highway 12. I prefer not to. Just gonna take a little back road here. Actually, this is a pretty EV-friendly area. I didn't use it because I don't need it. But that Woodman's has J1772 chargers and Tesla chargers. I mean, the one's ChargePoint USA, so you got a 50-50 shot of it working or not. But I know from here, I can go 5 miles in any direction and get up another EV charger. And it wouldn't be a problem. Reliability is still a bit of an issue, but I can usually find one. Volta's the most common around here. It's not what I would call reliable, but at the same time, it's free. So I guess that's the price I pay. My balls. The motor on this is in the rear wheel, and it weighs about 80 pounds. So that's 80 pounds of unsprung mass. And man, does it feel like it every single time you hit a bump. You know the suspension's bad on this. It's not even a question. Going home, gonna make some queso, Cinco de Mayo. Man, I gotta make dairy-free queso. You know how fucking depressing that is? Like, I love my kid to death, but man, he's stuck with dairy-free queso. That don't even make sense. But we're kind of in a good time to have a dairy allergy, because some of the shit we have is really good. Like, I like the oat milk better than I do regular cow's milk. I know there's an argument that it's probably worse for the environment in the end, but honestly, I don't care. It keeps for probably 3 months in the refrigerator. So I can't even argue that point. I mean, he had dairy-free Parmesan, and it's not that it tasted bad. It didn't taste like anything, but it smelled like Parmesan cheese. So you eat it, you think you're gonna get Parmesan, and then you just get nothing. Like, it's literally flavored nothing. I think it's potato starch, and it don't even taste like potatoes. But I use that to make like a dairy-free chicken Alfredo, and I gotta be honest, that thing actually kind of fucked. Alright, I'm gonna be here for a decade. Truck, 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 all SUVs. I am the smallest fucking thing on this road, and it's kind of terrifying. Like, I gotta go over that hill to get off this road, and I give myself like a 50-50 shot of dying. Yeah, I really want to put someone tiny on this. Like, I'm a fat motherfucker. So I'm really holding this EV performance back. More so than with the gas engine. Like, every pound's gonna make a difference, and you better fucking go, go, go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Hit that. Get that bread truck. Man, even in eco mode, I can still just whoop. Because it doesn't care. It just goes. Ugh. I mean, oh, my ass cares with the suspension. You know, I should turn stabilization off for one of these, just to show you how bad it is, because the stock Hayabusa suspension is great by comparison. And that is a very low bar to clear. Whee! Woo! Oh, Man, this thing makes zero noise. None. I don't know what I got the gain set at in this and all that, but all I know is that all I hear is wind. I can't hear the road. I can't hear the engine. I can't hear anything. It's only just wind noise. It's like it's quieter than sticking your head out of a car window. I can sneak up on people. That's how quiet this thing is. Which, I mean, if you're in the community of loud pipes save lives, you're probably going to hate it by default anyway. But if you're kind of an EV enthusiast like I am, the fact that this makes zero noise is really cool. Some people like that whine. I'm pretty sure the new Dodge Charger that's coming out, the EV one, is just going to sound like a supercharger with 4 wheels, and you got to hear this ree. It's gonna just be, there's gonna be a meme of it. I'm calling it right now. Just one of those ree, R-E-E, whatever fucking memes about autism or something. And it's just gonna be a joke, and that's gonna how it sounds. This, nothing. It sounds like nothing. I got this motor so dialed in, you can't hear anything. There's 300 amps going through it sometimes, and the phase angle is so precisely set, you don't even get like that hum from the EMF interfering with itself. I'm proud of this one. I like my other one more, just because it's got a much bigger motor. This in eco mode is like 12 horsepower. In sport mode, probably 35, maybe 40. The other one has probably closer to 60 horsepower. And I'm getting those numbers off kilowatts and just converting it. I haven't put them on a dyno. I really should though, but I haven't found one that actually can read it because there's no gear ratio. It's just however fast the drum is spinning compared to the tire diameter. I think that would be easy, but apparently the computers have a hard time calculating horsepower, and you'd have to do it manually, so it won't plot it, but whatever. If I could see the torque figures coming off of it, that'd be pretty cool. Because I don't know for sure what the values are on this. You see all the manufacturer stuff, like, oh, it's got 300 foot-pounds, 400 foot-pounds of torque. That might be accurate, but, that's ungeared. There's no gearing. The Honda NC700X, I owned one for a while, feels a lot like this. And I mean that as a compliment. The NC700X had a tractor engine. It didn't give a shit if you were in first gear or sixth gear. You could just putter and lug it out of anything. The torque came on immediately, and it was there almost to redline. The torque curve is flat. It's bananas if you actually look at it. It's only 50 foot-pounds of torque, but it's always there. That's what this feels like. It feels like the NC700 right in the middle of its power band at all times. So as a comparison, I'd say imagine a 250-pound bike with 30 horsepower and 50 foot-pounds of torque. And you probably got a good approximation of what this thing does. And that's potent. I don't care what anyone says, like, even I'll go back and look at that video. I know it's not going fast. I only got up to maybe 50, 55 on that little strip. And it probably took me 6 or 7 seconds. But it just wanted to yank your arms off the whole time because all the power's right there. You don't have to wait for an engine to spin up. You don't have to wait to get it out of, that 800 to 2000 RPM range where a lot of bike engines, especially inline fours, kind of got nothing. You don't have to do any of it. It just goes. Like putter 25, no shift. And no noise. Like, I live in a real suburban part, and no one gives a shit when I drive this. I drive this like an asshole down these roads, and no one cares because you don't hear the inline four whine, the Harley potato. No one gives a shit because it's quiet, so they have no idea how fast you're going. And it's great. The Karens don't even complain. Do you know how hard that is to accomplish in this kind of neighborhood? I have an HOA. No one's complained about me driving this thing at 60 miles an hour near the park. Not a soul. And that should be the great EV takeaway. Be a jackass without making the Karens angry.